What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. In this video, I want to share another overlooked prep, and this is overlooked prep number 39. And what you're looking at here is just some plastic sheeting, and you can buy this at pretty much any hardware store, whether it's Lowe's or Home Depot, and they cost around 20 bucks per roll, depending on the thickness of the plastic sheeting and the length, how much square footage you get, okay? But there's a lot of different things you can do with this plastic sheeting for an SHTF situation. It can be very, very useful. The first thing that comes to mind is actually security. So with these black plastic sheets, okay, you can tape up your windows and your doors and anywhere where someone can observe into your home and see what you're doing and see if it's occupied. You can tape up all those areas with this black plastic sheeting, and that'll make it a little bit harder for somebody to observe your activities inside of your dwelling, and make it harder if, let's say, they want to raid your house or ambush you, something like that. Having that plastic sheeting is going to make it harder for them to figure out, where your primary areas are of habitation inside of your home, and it'll increase your security. So that's the first thing that you can do with this plastic sheeting. And you can get clear plastic sheeting and black plastic sheeting. I recommend you get both. The black one primarily for exterior windows and doors for security purposes, and the clear one you can use indoors. If, let's say, you have to segregate a person from the rest of your family because they got infected with some kind of infectious disease and they need to be isolated and quarantined, you can use this clear plastic sheeting as a barrier, okay? You can also use this plastic sheeting if, let's say, you're not concerned about security, then you can just use the clear one for your exterior windows in a situation where there may be some kind of toxic gases coming in or toxic particles. For example, right now we have the eruption of La Palma, and a lot of the local residents in La Palma were ordered to tape up their windows to prevent some of the toxic particulates and gases from penetrating through their windows. So that's a huge thing, okay? Protecting yourself from different types of particulates and toxins, chemical weapons, biological weapons, and also nuclear weapons. You can use the plastic sheeting to seal off your house so these harmful things don't penetrate inside of your house, okay? Another thing too is what happens if, let's say, there's a hurricane in your area and a branch, falls through part of your house, or some kind of debris gets picked up by the wind and smashes into one of your windows and cracks a window, breaks a window. How are you going to seal off that part of the house so you're still able to have a functioning shelter, okay? And plastic sheeting is perfect for that. If you have some kind of windstorm or some kind of thunderstorm, hurricane, tornado, and it knocks out some of the windows in your house, you can tape up your windows that are broken. Especially if it's an SHTF situation, you're not going to be able to run to Home Depot and get a replacement window and pop it in. You're going to need to seal off that part of the house, and the plastic sheeting can help with, preventing any kind of water from leaking in. Same thing if you have a roof that's leaking. You could even use this to temporarily seal off parts of your roof. And that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to share this with you. I think this is a very simple prep that's easy to find, is not too expensive, and it's basically a no-brainer to have a few rolls of these. And like I said, I recommend some black ones and some clear ones. And you can get different thicknesses. Here I have a Super Duty 6 mil, and then here I have a medium duty. I recommend at the very minimum to get a medium duty or 3 mil. It doesn't make sense to go lower than 3 mil, but you should have some clear ones, some black ones if you need security, okay? And you want to get some that are Super Duty for different reasons depending on what you're trying to do. But there's so many things you can do with the plastic sheeting. I mean, this is just a very quick sampling. You can also use it as a tarp. You can use it to collect rainwater. You can dig a ditch in your backyard and lay the sheeting down into the ditch, and you can use it to collect the rainwater. I mean, there's just a ton of things you can do with this. You can even use this to make field expedient shelters and ground covers. There's so many things you can do, so it's just a no-brainer to have. Now, alternatively, if you don't have plastic sheeting and you find yourself in a situation where you have to seal off a window, and let's say it's SHTF and you forgot to get yourself plastic sheeting ahead of time, you can use garbage bags and contractor bags, and that's why I recommend everybody stock up on contractor bags. You should have a lot of contractor bags on hand because there's so many things you can do with contractor bags. So you could also use contractor bags. You can cut them in half and tape them across your windows, and that'll give you the same effect as this black sheeting, okay? But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. And don't forget the 3 Ps. Prepare, practice, and persevere.